At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Pickett back to throw.
He gets it complete to Harris. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
14 yards that time for number 14. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off for the touchdown now.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Allen. Completes it to Davis.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Allen forced out to his left. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
To throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The kick by Bass is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Diggs with a good footwork.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his left. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Pickett.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills getting set to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we ended up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. Isaiah Pacheco. What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, let's hop over to New England.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From the 38, Allen. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Allen. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Harris running straight ahead. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Finds Pickens out right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Pickett now on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett completes this one to Pickens.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Pickett. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Boswell's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that threat.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Allen to throw once more. He's got him in, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns and week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 27.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
They'll throw again with Pickett. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Pickett sets up play action. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Gregory Rousseau,
his 2nd sack of the night. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Off play action. Pickett.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Pickett to throw. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And they take a knee.
Here's Jamie Gillen now
as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now Pickett. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Buffalo, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games.
And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.